Dude, welcome to the Florida State Fair. Hey everybody, Tom here for Tom's Road Trip, and I am visiting the Florida State Fair today. Early part of the year is fair season for the state of Florida, specifically for the Tampa Bay region where I reside. We have the Florida State Fair early February, followed closely by the Florida Strawberry Festival, which is near the end of February, early March. But State Fair is a fantastic place to come. I try to go each year. I have missed it several times in the past, but anyway, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should go to the fair. Now, this is based on my preferences. Your number one or your list might be slightly different than mine, but I'm going to start off with number 5, shopping. There's lots of vendors at fairs where you can get all sorts of different merchandise. You got a lot of different vendors throughout the fair selling their stuff, getting you to sign up for different activities or events such as that. So I'm going to show you some of what they have to offer right now. Now right at the beginning, depending on what entrance you enter, I came in through the main entrance, so this is our expo hall at the Florida State Fairgrounds. Lots and lots of different vendors. A lot of national vendors here, regional vendors. Right past all the entrance points, they have rentals. You rent yourself a scooter, wheelchair, wagons, or strollers. Prices vary depending on what it is that you are renting. Deposit is also required. Alright, number 4 would be entertainment. Now there are lots of different shows going on all day long throughout the course of the fair. Some weekends they have specific for that weekend, different shows and events. But I'm going to add on a couple of exhibits to go along with the entertainment, both educational and informative. They have what's called Cracker Country here. I'll show you that momentarily. That is a period-specific reenactment with real, authentic, old buildings. You do have people dressed in period-specific attire. They have some musical numbers, as well as a couple food vendors over there as well. That goes on primarily during the state fair, but it's also available all year long for school groups, church groups, summer programs, things like that. You can see the Florida Forest Service. Florida does have a lot of forests, and this is the organization that helps take care of that, maintain it, especially forest fires, things like that. See some of the equipment that they use. It's a crawler tractor. They got a Fireline Cloud Type 3 in the back. You have a lot of vintage vehicles here as well. 1923 Model T fire truck. Wow, that is awesome. That's this big giant vehicle here. There's some of the equipment they got on this thing. Another vintage vehicle. Of course, this is one of the more modern vehicles that they currently use. One of their aerial helicopters. That's Smokey the Bear. An International Harvest Crawler Tractor. Alright, you can see Cracker Country, Rural Florida Living History Museum. Now they have added stuff throughout the years, both recreations. Another recreation here. Church circa 1900. Now they do have music going on inside, so I'm going to respect people by not going inside. But this is what an actual church would have been like back in the early 1900s. Quick look around. Got a Terry store, 1891. See the general goods store. One of the big giant supermarkets that you got today. You literally buy everything and anything that you needed at these type of stores. See all the canned goods. Schoolhouse, 1912. It's an outside view of the schoolhouse. All grades would go to school here. Younger kids would sit up front. If you had to do your business, you would use an outhouse. So 1935. From what I understand, people would bring a long stick with them. They would beat the stick along the side. That would scare away any snakes or spiders. You wouldn't want to be bitten in your nether regions where you're in your most vulnerable position, basically. The Rainey store from the 1800s. It's the Rainey store. It's also the Cracker Country General store. Alright, now because this store is used as the actual gift shop for Cracker Country, it has some modern additions to it, such as air conditioning, heating, electric lighting. So this is by no means what the actual store would have looked like back in its original state. Alright, so when I was inside the store, I got myself a hat, a Cracker Country. Also got some old-fashioned stick candy. Used to see these all the time when I was a kid. Alright, got the blacksmith shop. Blacksmith was very important to a community. Created different utensils for cooking, as well as horseshoes for the horses and the mules. Alright, animal agriculture. So obviously chickens were very important, both for eggs and legs, if you get my drift. Alright, kitchen garden. Now this is a real garden with real crops growing that are planted and cultivated by the volunteers and staff that work here at Cracker Country. Alright, and the well. Water was very important as it is today. It's a well from the 1900s. Alright, just a Carlton House, 1885. It's actually a fairly large house for its time. Imagine 9 boys sharing the second floor bedroom. This would be the living room or sitting room. This is the parents' bedroom. They had one daughter, Ella, and she had her own separate bedroom upstairs. Back then they didn't have air conditioning, so they usually sat outside underneath the porch in the shade where it was nice and cool. This would be the dining room.
But why does it look so real?
The table set for evening food. The door there to the parents' room. The fireplace. This is the kitchen.
And only the counties in the United States, lodge code. It's made in the United States. All the other stuff's made in China.
Alright, showing the outside now. When its original location, the kitchen was not attached to the house. The kitchens were usually detached in case there was a fire, it wouldn't burn down the entire house. However, they did attach the kitchen when the house was moved here to Cracker Country, just to make it easier to tour the house. All right, the Smith House from 1894. Lye soap here. So dried meats was very important because he didn't have refrigeration. Got this original smokehouse here from the 1800s. The original shingles from the 1900s. The original shingles. Meat to be placed on smokehouses similar to this and dried. A cane mill. Either a horse or a mule would be attached over here on the right, and you'd walk around. The rollers were used to crush the sugar cane. They used to see sugar cane there below it and extract the juice. And that's what was used to make sugar. And then the juice would be boiled down. They mentioned they have entertainment, bluegrass, which gives you information on what is a Florida cracker. Alright, got the print shop from 1800s. This was originally a cookhouse. Rural print shop. Let's have the one letter at a time. It's the actual printing press.
Worrying about your image. In here, we have to do everything square because it's got to lock up. So all the space.
It's the post office from the 1900s.
You go next door, you can check. We have a
Old scale and typewriter and the safe. Alright, so I got a postcard that was printed at the print shop, and I brought it here to the post office where I got it stamped. It's the museum map. Alright, got the Okahumpka train depot from 1898. The train. See some of the routes that they had. And the train that goes around. This would be the waiting room. Got a nice stove to keep everybody warm. Past your service. Waiting rooms.
We spent more time trying to repair
We got a fantastic model railroad.
Like train? You have Santa? But actually, they invented the model print. Well, actually, when they made trains, they made model print. So I know Captain Brooks was one of the
Very important organization for the state of Florida. Got some catfish in this tank. Big tank got common snook, red drum, or redfish, and black drum. And spotted sea trout. Alright, we got alligators. Some tortoises. Here we got Florida panfish. Basically, they're different types of sunfish. We've got Florida's black crappie, spotted sea trout. We've got the very invasive lionfish.
And they have no natural predators.
Although they are really cool to look at, they are very bad for the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Atlantic Ocean has no predators for these guys. Their natural habitat is Pacific Ocean, where they do have natural predators to keep them in check. But sadly, now that these guys are here, there's nothing that's going to get rid of them, basically. For entertainment, look at that, they got Ripley's Believe It or Not. I've gone to these all over the United States. This is interesting. Hornet nest art. It's the bee queen. It's the largest paper chain. So all these spools, it's all one continuous chain. Wow, Chinese wood carved eagle. Wow, that is very impressive. Star Wars inspired vehicles. Got R2-D2. That is interesting, to say the least. World's largest Rubik's Cube. It's a crochet baboon. Carpenter's apron collection. It's a dress made out of Post-it notes. A toy boy. As the name suggests, a boy made out of toys. There's some old vintage Ripley's Believe It or Not pinball machines. Animal oddities. Got a cat with some extra legs. Two-headed calf skeleton. Lamb with two bodies. Joined calves. Basically, most of these little animals didn't live very long. They're African fantasy coffins. And a fire truck. Just all sorts of stuff to see in here. If you are interested in seeing the inside of a Ripley's Believe It or Not auditorium, then just check my channel on the roadside attractions. I've been to Ripley's all over the United States, and I continue to go to them whenever they are in the area that I will be at. Robert Ripley went all over the world, collected artifacts from all of the places he went to. He has a lot of stuff from Africa. You see here, real part of the Berlin Wall. Got the Berlin Wall. All right, I am up to the Midway. This is my number 3 reason to go to the fair. For me personally, anyway, is the rides. All right, Florida State Fair. It's the greatest carnival on the planet. There's Wade shows. That's the company that supplies the rides for this year's Florida State Fair. All right, so the Florida State Fair does have a sky ride that takes you from one end to the other. It's a one-way ride. If you want to make it continuously, you're going to have to get off on the other side and get back in line to ride back. All right, you got a nice view of the entire fair from up here on the giant wheel. Oh, they got a shooting gallery.
land, otherwise the gun is going to be moving.
Now the fair is fantastic for families. So they do have a lot of kiddie rides, as well as lots of fun houses, magic mazes. They also have the more extreme rides. Various inflatable slides. Called Wacky Shack. Alright, it's got the Windstorm roller coaster. It's definitely a more exciting looking coaster that you normally would see at a fair. This is the opposite end of the Sky Ride. All right, little partner land. Location for all the kiddie rides. Some other kiddie rides. Got a carousel. Got a Silver Streak. It's like the bobsled bus goes much slower. Called Ruby Bus. Called Balloon Fiesta. Got monster trucks. Dreamland's Pilot. Got Flying Dumbos. Even have a kiddie coaster called Dragon Wagon. So it's called Speedway. You get whipped around at the ends. It's called Lollipop Swings. Another carousel, slightly larger. It's called Jumbo. Alright, you got Mighty Mouse. It's a roller coaster. It's a wild mouse, as the name suggests. All along the Midway, got lots of different games of chance where you can win yourself a prize.
A giant Midway somewhere. I love that. All right,
Yourself a giant stuffed animal.
Don't get mad. Good evening. You guys want to try one more time? If you win, you get a big prize. All you got to do is win one time, guys. We'll do it again. Now, sir, I want you to get used to this, okay? Ready? One.
That's a cool one. You shoot out the star, you get one of these big old giant stuffed animals. Alright, so the back portion of the Midway has all the large rides, the extreme stuff, as well as more food vendors and games of chance. It's a classic fair ride right here. The Alpine Bobs. Alright, New York is a big kids fun house. Meaning that adults can go in here as well as the bigger kids. Another fair classic bumper cars. And a scrambler. Another fun house is one called Mardi Gras. More games of chance. Usually the harder the game, the larger the prizes, because you don't have to give them out very often. Alright, another fair classic Tilt-A-Whirl. These are always fun and a little bit corny, the haunted houses. Alright, another Ferris wheel. We got several smaller versions like this. Lots more games of chance. That's a fast ride here called Typhoon. Another classic carnival ride. Usually have different names. This one happens to be called Starship 4000. essentially your gravity pulls you up, or the momentum of the turn. All right, Magnum. This is another vomit-inducing ride, especially if you've eaten all the food. Another fun gravity ride. The giant swings. Another exciting fair ride. Another haunted house type attraction. This one's called the Asylum. Right, another roller coaster they have here is called Super Cyclone. Let's have a drop tower. Maybe hanging out there a little bit too. We've been hanging out there for a long time. Another mirror maze called Firehouse. We got Super Himalayan. Alright, and yet another haunted ride. We got the Haunted Castle. Right here is called Cliffhanger. This one's called Space Roller. Called Crazy Surf. Another fun looking ride right there. This one's called Seven Seas. Got another fun house. This one's called Storyland. Alright, the giant swings. This one's called Rockstar. This right here is called F5. It's a pendulum ride. You get some good height on this. Alright, this one right here is called Enterprise. The big Ferris wheel. Alright, this ride's called Techno Power. It's called Delusion.
Alright, we got a brand new race started, guys. We're ready to go again. Choice when you win. Any prize, any size. Any big bear in here, guys. You can't win it by walking by. You gotta play it. It's easy and it's a lot of fun. Choice when you win. Anything. You're picking their prize. Which one would you pick if you had choice in the house? Any prize, any size. You want this one? This one's mine.
Wow. Alright, this brings me to my number 2 favorite thing to do at the fair is see the animals. Lots of animals, animal expos. They have different farm animals, FH or 4-H clubs. Kids raise the different animals, win prizes. Unfortunately, the animals don't always have a happy ending. Today's cow could become tomorrow's hamburger. It's the way it goes. But I do enjoy seeing the different animals, get the up close view of them. A lot of times you're able to pet the animals. They have petting zoos. They have dogs and cats, farm animals, cows, chickens, pigs, sheep, you name it, they're here. Right here by gate 3, they got Paw Palace. Gives you information how to greet a dog. You ever want to run up to a strange dog and hug them? Oh, there's a Shiba Inus from Japan. Awesome looking dogs. Shetland sheepdogs. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Sit. Sit. Yeah, you can. Sit. Striker. Sit. You're not gonna sit?
Just want their treat.
Yes, they do. It's boys. Good boy.
Wow.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh, these are gorgeous dogs.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yes. Speak. Speak.
All right.
Good boy. Shake.
Fantastic.
Sit. Shake. Thank you.
What's up, puppy dog? Just chilling, huh? This is a German Shepherd. All right, this is a standard poodle, although she's definitely not standard. All right, these big lovable doggies are Great Danes. This is a Belgian Malamar. Wow.
You're not cooperating, sir.
Very soft. His name is Blast. And this is a Greyhound.
Our volunteers make them.
And she's taking a nap. Another fantastic Greyhound. We also have some demonstrations with the dogs. It's a Frisbee dog. We're gonna go check out the sheep and goat tent. The goody goats. So we got the little babies here. Lots and lots of goats. And you can pet the goats if they come up to you. Yeah. Hi. Now this is the only place if you see a sign that says kids for sale, it won't raise, alarm bells. Yeah. People that raise the animals. They win ribbons. See the ribbons right here. It's a big goat right here. What's up? Yeah, lots more goats. Oh. All right, rabbit and poultry barn. All sorts of bunny rabbits. All different varieties. This one, the big giant rabbits. With giant rabbit ears. The big fluffy bunny rabbits like this one right here. Cute little rabbits like these. Look at the size of them bunnies. Wow. Another cute white rabbits. chickies. Oh, very newly hatched chicks. Got this one coming right out. Now all the chickens, you can see all the different varieties that they have. Some have really colorful feathers. Got these little ones. I like these colored ones. Talk about colorful. Cute little chickens. Hello, chicken. Lots and lots of chickens. Wow, look at the size of this chicken. That's a big chicken. Hello, chicken. And they even got duckies. More chickens. Well, that's a pretty chicken. That's another nice looking chicken. Hey. Nice chickens. Good chickens. Oh, I like this one's with the really long feathers. Some more baby chickens. You can purchase the chickens also. The chicks. Like this chicken's long tail feathers. Wow. Leslie took this one out of the cage. What kind did you say he was again?
He's a Malay. He's 8 months old.
Malay.
He'll
Wow.
get another 8 to 10 pounds heavier.
Wow. That's awesome. Good looking chicken, aren't you?
And they're
Yeah.
extremely sweet.
Oh. That's a cool looking chicken. Nice feathers. And you have some of the larger class chickens. Like this one right here. Ready to come around for this one. This is a beautiful chicken also. Wow, and this one got the cool feathers down by its feet. And they got the Aflac duck. Well, the type of ducks anyway. I don't think he's necessarily employed by Aflac. Got some beautiful looking turkeys. Right next door to adjacent arena, you got the cattle. Some more cows. Lots of those. Got some other nicely colored cow varieties. Now currently they only have the beef cattle here. Dairy cattle come, I think, next week. More cows. Cows are just chilling out. Alright, these are miniature cows. These are not babies, these are full grown. One of the many species of cows. But these right here, I'm pretty sure are babies. Got some more miniature cows. This one here was born just this past year. Alright, next up we got pigs. All the different pigs. Alright, they got a zoo here. Alright, now we saw lots and lots of goats already, but this is a petting zoo. Got a mini pony. We got zebras. You can feed the animals. There's carrots only for these guys. It's a Highlands cow. You got giraffe you can feed. Called Jacob sheep. We got zebu. There are donkeys. Alpaca. And a llama right next to it. So you resemble each other, but the llama's a little bit bigger. Kangaroo. Got some sheep. And a couple of the goats. Alright, they also got the Great American Petting Farm. So they got goats and chicken. Lots of goats. Some big old sheep. This looks like a donkey. More sheep. Lots of goats. Another donkey. Let's get the pet donkeys. Hi, goaty goat. They got some wallabies. There's some ducks. You got a llama you could pet. You still want to get too close to it because he might spit in your face.
Oh my God, it can spit in your face!
I've seen him do that before. They spit. This is a pregnant cow, heavily pregnant. Be giving birth soon. Another nice cow. More cowies. These are all pregnant cows. And they will be giving birth right here at the Florida State Fair. Alright, so for me, the number one reason to go to the fair is the food. Lots of different treats, very unique stuff that you can pretty much only find at a fair. I love to eat, and when I go to the fair, I come prepared to eat. All along the perimeter of the fair, lots of different food vendors. Food vendors, got these all along the perimeter. There's funnel cakes, and elephant ears. That's a big fair staple. Lots of different booths have pizza. Got cheese on sticks. Lots more food vendors. The smells here are fantastic. Just a mixture of all sorts of stuff. Alright, the good old corn dog. It's one of my favorite foods at the fair. I got one of these big giant corn dogs to see here. Alright, I got my monster corn dog. Just sit down and enjoy this for a while. Alright, another fair favorite is everything deep fried. Got Oreo, Reese's Pieces, Snickers, deep fried hot chocolate, if you can believe that. It's one of those unique fair foods. You got Donut Burger. It's another unique vendor at the Florida State Fair. You got gator and shark kebabs. I haven't really been showing you the menus, but it's the price for this. I did have the gator one time. It was pretty good. Tasted more like pork. All right, everybody. I had a fantastic day here at the Florida State Fair 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed my video showcasing what there is to do and my top 5 favorite things to do at the fair. Like I said, that is my choice, my preference. Your views might be different. So thanks for tagging along with me. I hope you guys liked it. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed what you saw. Like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Leave a comment. I always respond to people's comments. Thanks for coming along with me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.